Hello everyone, and welcome back to the latest Minty Reacts, and we are here for the next episode of Avatar the Last Airbender, Book 3, Season 3, whatever you want to call it, Episode 3, The Painted Lady. This one sounds like it's going to be a pretty interesting one, because the gang goes to a suffering fishing village, and a mysterious spirit appears to help them. That's the Netflix description. Let's see if it's accurate. We don't know. But either way, past couple episodes have been really good. I've really enjoyed Season 3 so far. Season 3 has been really great. That first episode was phenomenal. And honestly, the headband, very, very fun, very good. It was just footloose, and I'm here for it. But I'm here for this episode. Let's see how it is. Like I said, Book 3 has been great so far. I'm very excited to see how it keeps up with the pacing and how it keeps up with just the sheer greatness that it's been doing so far, and I'm just excited to get through this show because this show has been really great. So let's just get into it, shall we? So in 3, 2, 1, let's get going.
Momo! Oh, Momo!
Gotcha, Aang. Gotcha.
Well, that explains why I can't catch a fish around here. Because normally my fishing skills are off the hook.
Yeah.
Those aren't on the hook.
Damn, that was a pretty good comeback there.
Sokka's master schedule.
It's doable, but that means only 2 potty breaks today.
Okay. Interesting.
Now you look just like a little hill with horns. Hi, buddy.
Hey, that's a good way of hiding him.
We're, from the Earth Kingdom colonies.
Wow, colonials. Hop on. I'll give you a ride into town.
Alright, fair enough. Good enough disguise.
Army makes their
Imagine
metal
that.
there.
Imagine
Moved
that.
in a few years ago and started gunking up our river. And now our little village is struggling to survive.
Okay. This is the Captain Planet episode. Don't pollute your water supplies, people.
We can't waste our time here. We have a bigger mission that we need to stay focused on. These people are on their own.
Well, damn, Sokka. That's just rude.
We'll be helping them all by taking out the Fire Lord.
Hey, Loudmouth! Maybe we should be a little quieter when we talk about taking out the Fire Lord.
I agree with Toph. Sokka, don't say that in the Fire Nation.
I guess so. Let's just get what we need and go.
If they have what you need, I mean, the town is struggling here because the river's polluted.
That's why they call him Doc. And I work in the shop. That's why they call me Shoe.
I don't get it.
Me neither.
Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough. That's disgusting.
Hey, colonials. My brother says you need a lift.
Okay, he is just the same guy, right? Like, he's just the same guy.
I wish I could help more.
They could help if they destroyed the factory. All I'm saying, you know, destroy the factory.
Way only lasts for 8 minutes. And we just lost a whole day. So if we want to make up the time and stay on schedule, we have to wake up early.
Sokka, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be fine, okay? I think you guys will be fine.
From now on, we'll take food breaks and potty breaks at the same time. Hey, it might be gross, but it's efficient. Either way, we have to...
I mean, that kind of is efficient. Just when you're stopping to eat, just go to the bathroom too. Like, why not? Like, just do that anyway.
I realized you cared so much.
Of course I care. I might as well just throw our schedule away now.
Sokka's a real piece of work in this episode, I will say. He's a real piece of work.
That can't be good. Katara,
Huh.
can you heal him? It looks like he needs some medicine. Maybe we can find the right herbs in town.
This is Momo. Stop licking his tongue. Stop doing that. Yeah, maybe the town has something.
Seems different. Yeah. Are the people happier?
They are. What happened?
It was delivered to our village by a mysterious and wonderful person. The Painted Lady.
Hmm.
The painted who now?
The Painted Lady
Interesting.
for our town in times of need. I always thought she was just a legend. Until now.
See, we don't need to...
Interesting. Some local folklore. Cool.
Av goes to the factory. That's why there's so many sick people in our village.
Wow, imagine that.
Looks like we need to stay another night so Appa can rest.
And maybe destroy the factory.
Two-headed. What? You get more for your money that way.
That's disgusting. He's not wrong, but that's disgusting. Oh, and there's a painted lady. Oh, okay. Okay, so the painted lady is a waterbender of some sort that has, like, water healing. So who is the painted lady, then, is the real question.
Thank you, painted lady.
Wait, is that Katara? Wait a minute, is that just Katara doing that? Hold up a second. Wait a minute.
Painted lady.
Huh.
Can you believe how much an entire village can be affected by one lady? I mean, spirit?
Well, I hope she returned.
Wow, yeah, it's definitely Katara. Okay. It is 100% Katara doing this thing.
Yeah, now. But without her, they wouldn't be able to fend for themselves. If she really wanted to help, she would use her spirit magic to blow up that factory.
I've been saying that whole time.
It's more like... Woo.
Technically, Aang's not wrong. Technically, he's not wrong. But also, yes, it would be very effective just to blow the factory up.
What's the matter, buddy? It's her.
Oh, this is gonna get...
Painted lady spirit?
Oh, this is gonna get unfortunately wild.
My friend's sick and we're on kind of a tight schedule. Wait, but I'm the great bridge between your world and mine.
He's not wrong. He is not wrong. He is, in fact, the great bridge between her world and theirs. Aang. You shouldn't be messing with this right now.
My name's Aang. I'm the Avatar.
Well, hello, Avatar.
I hate that. No, you're really pretty for a spirit. I don't get to meet too many spirits, but the ones I do,
You're really pretty for a spirit.
familiar too. A lot of people say that. No, you really seem familiar.
Aang, stop.
I wasn't at first. I was just trying to help the village. But since everyone thought that's who I was anyway, I guess I just kind of became her.
I mean, it makes sense. It just makes sense.
Even sick? He might be sick of the purple berries I've been feeding him, but other than that, he's fine. I can't believe you lied.
Oh my god, Katara.
You're like a secret hero.
Hell yeah, secret heroes are great.
Well,
There we
if you
go.
want to help, there's one more thing I have to do.
Blow the factory up. Let's go. Revolutionaries. Let's go.
Yes, Sokka was just kidding, but he was right. Getting rid of this factory is the only way to help these people permanently.
It really is. Like, just destroy the factory. You hurt the Fire Nation because you take out one of their metal refineries, and you help the village because it stops polluting the river. It's a win-win. And there's really no one in this factory watching it at all? Really? I'd expect the Fire Nation to have, like, some guards in there or something, but there's no one in there. That's weird. Okay, but now the river has to be unpolluted somehow.
Oh, really? A morning walk?
Sokka's not that stupid, okay?
You've been sneaking out at night, and I know you've been lying about Appa and feeding him purple-izing tongue berries.
I just found out this morning.
Aang is not necessarily wrong. Okay, so there was somebody actually at the factory. There was actually somebody from the Fire Nation in the factory. Just not when they were blowing it up.
What did you do?
I kind of destroyed their factory.
You what?
It was your idea.
I was joking!
Sokka, you can't joke about being a revolutionary, man. You either got to or not, okay? One or the other.
Will never, ever turn my back on people who need me. I'm going
Good,
down
Katara.
to the village.
Good.
And I am gonna do whatever I can.
Good. Sokka used to be the same way, but now he's just really, really impacted by this whole war thing.
Sokka, you really do have a heart. Really does have a heart, doesn't he?
He does. Hey, at least Toph can still be there just being Toph, you know. But Sokka's not wrong. Like, Katara needs the whole group there to help. While Sokka is a bit, you know, iffy right now about the whole schedule thing, Katara's right.
This is a town of thieves and liars.
Okay, Gaang, you better get there quickly because this guy's about to burn this whole place down. This is pretty nuts. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Oh, something strange is going on.
You've messed with the folklore, man. You've messed with the folklore.
She's coming.
You're about to find out there is a painted lady. Oh, this is pretty great. This is pretty great. Scare him with folklore. Let's go. I love this so much. Absolutely love this. Oh, this is amazing. Also, Katara's a badass. Just to be clear, like Katara is an absolute badass. Just unflinching. Let's go, Katara. Just unflinching at this. That's amazing.
Leave this village and never come back.
This is awesome. This is awesome. That was so great. That was so great. Oh my god.
Hey, wait a minute. I know you. You're not the painted lady. You're that colonial girl.
Oh no.
You're a waterbender.
She's a waterbender.
How dare you act like our painted lady?
That's a disgrace.
But she just saved you.
You have to help yourself.
She's right. But what should we do?
Maybe we can clean the river.
Thank you, Toph. Thank you.
No problem. Keeping my mouth shut is a personal specialty. My
I bet
brother
it is.
Shu, on the other hand, he's a blabbermouth.
I believe it. Sure.
He loves cleaning rivers. All right, I'm Bushi. Let's get some river cleaning done.
What a weird character.
You know who does that? My brother Doc. He's crazy.
Uh-huh. Aang, don't act like you don't know King Boomy, okay? Like, King Boomy would do the same shit, alright? Also, this is disgusting, but you know what? Clean the river. Hey, they did it! Oh, let's go! Nice time lapse of them cleaning the river. Let's go. It put them horribly behind schedule, but they did it. They have a clean river now. Amazing.
Thank you.
This is just some Spirited Away shit right now, as well as like, hey, you cleaned the river. So the spirit actually came out to thank you. I loved that episode. Oh my god, I love that episode. So that's probably my favorite episode so far. That's got to be it. That is probably my favorite episode. I mean, definitely favorite episode of the season. Granted, we're only 3 episodes in, but favorite episode of the season, hands down, easily favorite episode of the season. It's honestly up there as favorite episode of the whole series, though. Like, I love that episode. So, okay, so I have a background in like folklore, mythology, and like legends. So when I was in college getting my bachelor's in psychology, yes, I have a bachelor's in psychology. So when I was getting my bachelor's in psychology, I took an elective, okay, on mythology and folk, just because it was a fun elective. It looked like it was gonna be a fun time. I really like mythology anyway, I like folklore, and I like reading stories like that. It was a great class. I absolutely loved the teacher. The teacher was phenomenal. And so I made it a point to then take every one of her elective classes she offered, which was a lot of classes. And there was a lot of folklore classes, a lot of mythology, like, you know, through the ages and such. And something like, you know, world human history stuff. And loved it. Like, human civilization, I think. So I took all of her classes. She had like 6 classes. I took them all. So I have a pretty big background at this point in like world mythology and world folklore. and like how those stories come to be, how those just like, you know, how those stories come to be, how like the civilizations around those stories, you know, craft the stories, you know, how they tell the stories, what the stories mean to them, and also how those stories dictate the civilizations that they, you know, come from. So seeing this is great, because it is fully into my background of like seeing a small village come up with this legend, or have this legend that they, you know, pass down of this painted lady. It's like, yeah, she's a water spirit, she comes, she helps out, but she hasn't been seen in a while because the water's polluted. Okay, cool. So then we get Katara, who's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to become the painted lady, help them out, make them believe again in this spirit, while also helping out. That's beautiful. It's perfect, because that's exactly what happens in folklore. That's why we have folk traditions. Like, the easiest one I can probably explain to the widest audience here would be Halloween. Okay, Halloween started out as a Celtic tradition called Samhain, or if you want to spell it, Samhain. Okay, it's pronounced Samhain though, and it was a celebration of the spirits coming back over to the material world, so you could, like, you know, greet the spirits. Now, there were some negative spirits that came over as well. There were some trickster spirits. So what you would do, I might be mixing a couple of traditions here, but it's kind of the same thing. But you would basically welcome spirits in that were your personal friendly spirits. So, you know, your fallen past relatives, your fallen comrades. You would welcome them into your house, and you would have like some bonfires. You would, like, you know, light up some meat or whatever to send to the spirits. You would throw away, or you would like write letters to them, and you would like burn the letters so that way they could reach them. And you would also like carve root vegetables to put out onto your basically your porches, so that way, you know, you would cast away the evil spirits. And I believe also the mask wearing came a little bit later, but mask wearing also was part of this like whole Halloween tradition as well, where you would like wear a mask as well to confuse the evil spirits, being like, okay, well, this is an evil spirit already, I'm just gonna avoid them then. And again, I might be mixing a couple of traditions here, but they're all basically the same thing. And then it evolved into Halloween. Once the Celtic immigrants came over to America, they brought over the traditions of Samhain, and it became Halloween, in a broad, simpler sense there. But because we kept the tradition alive, the folklore of it is still there. It's a bit muddled at this point, but it's still there. And that's why we have traditions. Like, we have traditions to keep this folklore, to keep these stories alive. Seeing this episode and having it be a perfect representation of folklore and keeping traditions alive, and how realistic those traditions can then become, and how real those traditions can, like, you know, do. And the fact that, like, the lessons from these stories help us as a civilization, as a society, as a people, as a species, you know, grow and progress, just like with the village here. The village was so adamant about just like having the painted lady help them, that they weren't doing anything for themselves. However, once Sokka like yelled at them, is like, yeah, no, you need to do stuff for, actually Katara, once Katara was like, you need to do stuff for yourself, they started listening, because it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense, we need to start doing stuff for ourselves. So it's the legend growing the society, growing the civilization. Oh my god, I love this episode so much. This episode was great. Like, the Sokka stuff was a bit iffy, just because it like, I feel like they wrote Sokka a little bit more annoying in this episode than he needed to, but whatever, it's fine. But this episode was phenomenal. I absolutely love this episode so much, as you can clearly tell, because I got to go into an actual like little mythology folklore lesson. And if I was mistaken about Samhain and some of the traditions there, please let me know down in the comments. Like, please do. I want to make sure I'm correct on that. I want to make sure I'm corrected on that too if I am mistaken. It has been a couple of years at least since I've actually done any of the mythology classes, and since I've done projects on this stuff. So it has been a little bit, but I do remember some of these traditions like very well. And Samhain is one of the best ones I love, because it's my culture. I am Celtic. I am technically Irish. I'm like 75% Irish on both sides of my family. So, you know, it's a big thing for me. It's a big thing. But either way, beyond all that, let me know down in the comments if I was wrong about the whole Samhain stuff, and what do you think of this episode as well, and just, you know, what do you think about it? Like, what do you think about this episode and everything that it was saying as well? So let me know that down in the comments. So if you like this video, like all the explanations and stuff that I went into, leave a like as well. It does help out a lot with the channel. It does truly help out. If you want to see more from the channel as well, when we become part of this community, go ahead and subscribe. It is completely free, and you'll be notified of all the videos that I upload as well, including the reviews, the reactions, and at some point I'll do video essays. At some point I'll do those again. Hopefully when the strikes are over, I'll do video essays again, and if I have some time for that. that. If you want to join the community even deeper and become part of the wider community as well, there's a link for my Discord down in the description below. Go ahead and join the Discord. It's a very fun place, and you can go ahead and chat with all of us too. And yeah, until next time, right over here's going to be a playlist for another thing you can watch. It's going to be a reaction series. Over here's going to be a video that YouTube recommends for you as well. Until next time, just stay legends. Just stay legends, you legends out there, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace everyone. Peace.